Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Bestinslot and we are back playing Minecraft Dinosaurs. I don't know why it's Minecraft, but today it's Minecraft. Anyways, we're just at the end of our lovely The Pier. And what are we doing this episode? What did we do last episode? Let's hop into creative so I can fly about a bit. I think it is a creative castle episode, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Last episode, what we did, let's clarify what we actually achieved. We built the wall. The wall isn't much of a wall, it's a long line of cobblestone at this point in time. But it's not bad, and it's definitely... I definitely like this idea of kind of cutting this bit out and having this vibrant wilderness kind of like beyond the wall. If you ignore the area with the pig aquarium, which doesn't really fit in with that motif. But otherwise, we are pretty hunky-dory with this whole area in general. We're going to put something here. Somebody did suggest something really good, and I've completely forgotten what it was, which is fantastic. But yeah, today is a castle episode, so let's go and work on our castle a little bit. I'm pretty happy with the exterior. It clearly needs differentiation of descriptions in terms of colour and some things sticking on the side. But Raptor Jesus is looking fantastic, which is one of the main things. And it has got to the point where the castle is such a big project that I'm a little bit bored of it. We're not going to drop it by any point, but what I'm thinking is we'll do a castle episode now, and then we'll probably focus on the rest of the park a bit. We're going to spend a little bit more time digging and stuff, make sure we collect all the creatures that we can. If we nip back to our little bit down here. Oh, Galileo, I still don't know what to do about you. I really don't. We've got quite a bit of DNA. We've got Stegosaurus DNA, Compy DNA, Pachycephalosaurus DNA, Triceratops DNA, Dodo DNA, Pterosaur DNA, Mammoth DNA, and Spinosaurus DNA, and T-Rex DNA, all to be used. The T-Rex is waiting for the castle, but everything else can be utilised. So we definitely need to start pushing out a little bit and developing new exhibits and the rest of the park. But not today. Today we're going to build a castle, which is looking really good. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks fantastic. It looks like a castle anyway. I think the grounds obviously need work, and I think it'll look better when this wall is finished. This wall is a pain in the ass. I just do not have the energy or the time or the desire to do it right now, but we will get it done. Let's stick some torches down because I can't see a bloody thing, and we're just going to work on the floor, and I will talk about life. Not sure what about life. How's everybody doing? We're having a good time? Having a good day? We are starting a new series today. Very exciting. Should be up later on. It's going to be our third episode of today. After this, and this will be followed by Dragon Age Inquisition, and then we'll be followed by our brand new series, which I'm not going to tell you what it is because that would be silly. But it's a fun, weird little thing that we've not really played before, so I'm quite excited for you guys to experience that. What are we going to do for the floor in here? It has to be regal. I'm thinking wood. I'm thinking like nice wooden planks for the ground. And then we'll put like a red carpet type deal sort of going through. Whoopsie daisy. Like a red carpet leading down the middle, because we're going to have a shrine here below the Raptor Jesus. But the problem is I can't really build the rest of the room until the floor is in place, otherwise I'm going to have to move things and rip things up and stuff. It's like decorating, you know, you work, and I say this as a professional decorator, as you will all notice from my Sims playthrough. No, you kind of... You build from the outside in, you know? So you build the wall, well you do inside the walls first, you do your, with the electronics and stuff behind the boards, and you do all that kind of jazz, and then you do some drywall, and then you do the wallpaper, and you do the floor at the same time. You do the heating under the floor, then you do the floorboards, then maybe you do some carpet over the top of the floorboards, or whatever. The point is you build from the outside in, and that's what we have to do with the castle. The Raptor Jesus was a diversion, a very fun diversion, but not one that was particularly relevant to my interests. There's a little bit of fossil here, so we're just going to hop out of creative. I've still got this desire to do all this kind of thing in normal mode. I'm not really sure why, but it just feels right. I think we're going to, once the castle's done, we're going to have a little bit more of a break away from creative mode. I think everyone has kind of accepted that this is necessary for the castle. There's no way the castle would exist without creative mode, because I simply do not have patience. And I don't want to do like 50 episodes on one building, which is kind of what it would be like. But other than the volcano, I don't really have any plans for anything that would require creative in the future. So once this is done and we start working on the park out there a little bit, things might slow down a little bit. We'll have to start doing some more mining and stuff like that. But we'll try to hop out of creative mode a little bit more. You know, we'll try to stick to survival, and I will turn the game off peaceful. I promise. There's no point in doing it right now, but the game has been on peaceful for about 10 episodes now. Because I kind of keep forgetting about it more than anything else. But we'll definitely get that back onto normal mode as well, so we can be eaten by lots of delightful creatures out there, such as that terrifying golem thing that attacked us a few episodes back. I say a few episodes back, this series has been going on for bloody ages. It has officially surpassed the last Minecraft Dinosaurs series, which I think ended on something like episode 28 or something like that. I just destroyed some fossil. Oopsie daisy. And now I feel like the worst person in the world. Stop destroying the floor, Bessus Lodge. We need the floor to sit on and such things. Oh, it's such a big room, this. This is kind of what I wanted. I wanted this big, dramatic hallway, you know? Let's get a good view of it from down here. I'm going to grab that fossil as well. I don't know what the difference is between survival and adventure. I suspect adventure is basically survival mode without enemies and without food. Would that be correct, maybe? This room is going to look so good when it's finished, guys. It's going to look so cool. Imagine this, like, you're just walking down here, there's like torches at the sides, big red carpet floors, we'll have some seats, we'll put some stuff at the sides, like skulls and tributes and stuff like that. And then you walk, and there's this shrine built here. I don't know what the shrine is going to look like. Don't have a bloody clue. To the Raptor God of Raptor Jesus. He's the baby Jesus, to quote Mr. Jeremy Clarkson. I'm so excited about what this room is going to look like. This is like the central piece of the castle. And then what we're going to do... Ooh! Idea! It's going to be like... I don't know how many of you saw my Amnesia Machine for Pigs playthrough, and you should have seen it, because it was a fantastic playthrough, if I do say so myself. But in Amnesia Machine for Pigs, you go into a church at one point, and there is like a... Okay, it's not a shrine to Raptor Jesus, because the developers aren't that intelligent. But there's a shrine in like a church, and you activate some levers, and that's not the kind of stuff I'm going to do, because I don't really know how redstone works, and I don't care. But there's a shrine, and you go underneath it, and that leads to like a more haunted, kind of dark region of the castle. So we're going to make this nice and friendly. And then there'll be a way to get under the shrine, just like a secret trapdoor behind the shrine. And you go down, and then you go through some dark tunnels, and you emerge into this cavern where they're storing the T-Rex and feeding it via like a chute. We'll have like a chute area where you can drop food down, and the T-Rex runs up and grabs it. That's a good idea. I like that. I'm proud of myself. It's not a common feeling for me, so I'm going to hold on to that for a little bit. Now, the red wool is rubbish. This is my main problem right now with this as an idea. Red wool looks stupid. It really does. Red clay, however, might be okay. Red clay. It's just pink. On no planet is that red. It's very clearly pink. It's like very obviously pink, isn't it? I'm not crazy. It's pink, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make it daytime. Doesn't make a bloody difference of a difference. You can't see a thing. It's too dark. But still, that's pink. The red is okay. I'm not enamored with it. It must be said. I'm not in love. But I don't really know what else we'd use. I like the idea of using some wood for the side. But I like the idea of like a central, softer passage. Maybe there's something in other blocks. Let's have a little look around. Oh. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, okay. I don't want to do that though. I want to go back. Decoration blocks, maybe. Maybe it could be a different colour. That's all I've got right now. If it's a different colour than red, that might work better. So maybe that's an idea. Just see what else we've got in these blocks. Anything nice we could potentially use? Not really. Dinosaur bones. Oh, what's that? Magic conch. Good stuff. No, I don't really know. Oh my god, can we put a fishbowl in the game? That'd be awesome. What's ancient glass look like? Let's have a look at this stuff. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to use it, but it's pretty cool. I'm just not seeing an alternative. I'm trying to picture it in my head, and only red really works. And I don't love this. I just don't love this. I don't think it looks. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this initial little room here, just up to this where this doorway would be, and we can kind of judge how it looks from that. It's probably a better idea than doing the whole shebang and then realizing, no, that's ugly. Wenceslas, what have you done? What have you done? Okay, so we need some wood. Everyone needs a little bit of wood sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that. Building blocks. What do we like the look of? It can't be too... I think it might just be oak wood, actually. Sponge. It doesn't look like a sponge. Let's have a look at... just putting wood here. I think wood is definitely the best option. On this side, and we'll just have a little looky-loo and see what it looks like. Bear in mind there will be a door here. Although I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. I might just put like a drawbridge in. I think this actually looks okay. There's going to be lights and stuff that'll make it look more this sort of orangey red colour, which does look a bit better. I think the problem right now is we're right near this. I could do with a way of darkening this up a little bit as an entryway, but I'm not really sure how. Because what I'd like to do is put like a big wooden door in. But unless I actually model a wooden door in, like say we do half of this as wood, and then another half and just have it kind of coming out at an angle, you know, like it would be a big wooden door that had already been opened. I think that might look okay. We might give that a go. I'm not convinced quite yet. This might look better when it's in down here in the darker bits. Laying a bit of carpet, you know. Oh, game! Don't need to do that to me. I know you want peaceful. I know you're going to try to kill me, so why are you making terrifying noises? I don't deserve this kind of shoddy treatment. We're going to make little touches anyway out of glowstone and wood and stuff like that. We're going to make it regal. I'm thinking fancy and over the top and beautiful, you know? Like an actual proper shrine to Raptor Jesus and his control of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Because that's the idea. Raptor Jesus, the baby Jesus, is responsible for keeping the Tyrannosaurus Rex under control. Oh, that's what they believe anyway. That's why they worship Raptor Jesus. One day I'm going to write a book about this, about the trials of these villagers who discovered a T-Rex and saw the need to worship a raptor god in order to control said T-Rex. And you know what? It's going to be awful. Maybe we can write it together, ladies and gentlemen. As a channel, we can write a book. To address that, a couple of people have asked me. I mentioned quite a few episodes ago now, I was actually working on, I had an idea, a little bit of an idea for a book. I think I mentioned it in the Drunken Livestream actually, which was back at 100,000 subscribers, so it's a while ago now. And I'd started it and I had some good ideas, and then I never really did anything with it. I'm not really sure why. I felt like I've had no time, but all of a sudden I feel like I've got a lot more time. You know, my time has started to really open up a little bit more than it has done in the past. So I think we can definitely look at getting that done. And if I can get, say, the first chapter done or something like that, I can definitely give you guys a little bit of a preview about what to expect. I spent a lot of time planning it out, to be fair. I really like to... I don't like to plan out chapter by chapter and know exactly what's going to happen. I do like to free-for-all a little bit when writing, but I like to know the ending. I like to know where my overall plan is, and I've really been struggling to come up with a coherent reason as to why dinosaurs and zombies, because we're just going to shove genres together, which means the dinosaurs are probably going to take on a bit more of a horror element than in most dinosaur-based books. So more horror, less adventure, but we'll definitely have some adventure tropes in there as well. But, what was I going to say? To come up with a coherent reason as to why both would exist in the same universe at approximately the same time wasn't an easy thing to do. I think I've come up with a very good reason. Personally, I think it really works. I'm actually very proud of my reasoning. It's something that I've never seen before in dinosaur fiction in terms of the development of the dinosaurs, you know, how they've come to be about. It's not something I've ever read about. I was very determined to not come up with something like Jurassic Park again, or not have, oh no, with genetic researching or a lost world, which is to this day very much the default for dinosaurs. I was reading a book called, I've got a book called Raptors, which is basically about raptors, funnily enough. And it is essentially a lost world. They're digging in Montana and they find raptors and it eats people. And it's a great book and it's very violent and bloody and you really get a feel the raptors are ripping people into shreds, which is lovely if you're not the person being ripped into shreds. But again, it was like a Lost World type thing in that it was just... And by Lost World, I mean Lost World, not Lost World Jurassic Park. I don't know, I just wanted something unique. I wanted something created by humans, but it wasn't just general genetic modification or stuff. I actually can't remember what I've gone for. It may have been something to do with reverse evolution, which is something scientists are very keen to work on, and they're working on it at the moment in chickens in America, I believe. There's definitely an attempt to do some reverse evolution, because as we all know, dinosaurs evolved into birds, essentially, and birds that technically are dinosaurs, as I have been corrected by you lovely people. I wasn't convinced. I thought maybe it's more like a distant relative type situation, but birds are quite literally dinosaurs. So the idea of reverse engineering them, whilst likely based in fantasy, people are trying it, and it's a very established thing at the moment, so I thought that'd be quite a cool thing to write about. And then I had to come up with a reason for the zombies as well, which I believe was an adaptation of something. What I wanted was, I always like the idea of using cancer as a zombie mechanism, right? Because when I write a zombie, I don't want it just to be a dead person walking about. I kind of wanted it to be, it's more like an infected, but it's kind of got like limbs disjointed and falling out, or several growing, or masses spewing all over the body. This kind of thing, this kind of deformations that do occur with cancer. So I really wanted a way for cancer to link into being a zombie. But obviously having cancer doesn't naturally cause zombies. That's not a thing, otherwise we'd be in trouble, I think, and Bupa would be incredibly important. So that was kind of an issue. So I did some research into various cancers and diseases and such things, and found a cancer called a parasitic cancer, which is literally a parasite that causes cancer. So theoretically it could transmute human to human via bite, which obviously typical cancers definitely can't. Yeah, this looks good, this. I'm happy with this room. This is very disjointed. This definitely needs to be something. It's just way too sudden. Yeah, but this is nice. I'm happy with this. The torches will all be more organised towards the end. Let's work on this door a little bit. We're going to get some dark wood, I think, for this. But anyways, so that was the idea. To which way do I want to come in? Probably from the right. Yeah. Is that right? Yep. We're going to try this. I don't know how this is going to look. It may be awful. But we're going to give it a go, because why the hell not? So I wanted a way to put cancer in and have it realistic and make sense and such things, and yet do that whilst kind of being original with it, and I don't know, just something that hasn't really been done before as an excuse for zombies, you know? And given how crazy overpopulated the genre is, it's quite difficult to come up with an original idea these days, you know? I don't love it, because that's one too high for a start. I still don't love it. I don't think it works. I mean, it's the right length, because it's 3 blocks wide, just like that is, and you can get in, and it definitely makes this room look better, because it's disconnected. I just can't think of any other way to do this. Gonna need some advice here, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been fantastic as per usual, so let's keep that streak going. All I can think of doing is blocking it off and just making a small doorway, but I kind of like the idea of this big, impressive door. The only thing I can think of doing right now is maybe learning some basic redstone stuff. I'm sure it's possible for me to do something with redstone so that you walk into a certain place and a door will open, you know? I think that's doable. Is that doable? Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure that's doable. We're going to leave it like this for now, because I mean, logically, it does make sense. If you pushed this door that way, assuming on a straight hinge, it would take up the spot. It just isn't quite... It's okay. It's actually not as bad as I thought it looked. It looks alright. I'm not in love with it, though. I'd like to be in love with it, but it's definitely okay for now for a front door, so we'll keep that as it is. Into the castle. Don't know what I'm going to do with this room. It feels like it maybe I'll just put some paintings on the wall. The main point of this room is really to just kind of link with the rest of the castle more than anything else. This is the guard region. Lovely, lovely. Definitely needs doors on the walls though, because you know we don't want the lords of royalty seeing into the guard room. No, no. Actually, the fact that the guards go through the front door is a little bit strange. Maybe we should have done a side door for this. Oh well, too late. Or is it? Yes. Yes, I don't care. It's too late. So, nope. Actually, we're gonna have a little look in the rain because it's awesome, and then we're gonna turn it off because the noise bugs the crap out of me. When you see Raptor Jesus. Raptor Jesus? Hello? Oh! Oh, look at it. It's actually holy. It's like he's actually Jesus. The castle is illuminated from the outside and glowing in the mist. It looks beautiful. Ah, I'm so happy. Right, rain off. I'm also far too lazy for my own good, so let's just there we go. Splendid. Right, so we're going to go finish this bit down here, and then we're going to work on, see if we can build a shrine to the Raptor Jesus. To the Raptor Jesus. To the baby Jesus. To the Raptor. I'll stop now. Anyways, the general principle is parasitic cancer that through genetic adaptation and such things becomes transmittable to humans. That are suggestions in the past that parasitic cancers have had an impact on human beings as well. So it's not like it's completely born out of science fiction. The particular cancer I'm looking at is actually one that affects primarily Tasmanian devils. And this isn't something I realised. Tasmanian devils are very close to extinction, or they could be, and the idea is that they may be extinct within the next 20, 30 years, something like that, just because of this cancer more than anything else. This single cancer, this parasitic cancer, is absolutely ruining them. Sorry, I was checking my email. This cancer is absolutely destroying these Tasmanian devils. So it's a very real threat to Tasmanian devils more than humans, but still, you know, it's born in reality, which I like. I don't want to just make stuff up completely. Making it up a little bit's fine. I like it. I like things to be grounded in some form of reality, which is one of the reasons I think Michael Crichton, who you should all know as the author of Jurassic Park, is one of the best authors for me, like one of my favourite authors, because whilst he builds these fantastical situations like Jurassic Park or well, like many other things he's written, Andromeda Strain, I should say, Congo, what else would be a good example? Congo, I had one in my head a second ago. Congo, Andromeda Strain. Andromeda Strain would be a very different film. Jurassic Park. What's the other one in the back of my head? Micro. That's the one. Micro. All of them are based around very real current fears and concerns and controversies in academic science. Like Jurassic Park was obviously was at the time when Jurassic Park was first written, was when genetic manipulation and such things really became like a prominent topic in the scientific community. When Micro was started to be written anyway, because he actually died during the writing of Micro. It's a very good book as well, I recommend it. At least the half he wrote was good. It faltered a bit when the second guy came in. Don't know why I'm jumping around randomly. Micro was about nanotechnology and the implications that could have. I mean, it was very fantastical. It was like a violent version of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but it was rooted in real technology, which is the important thing with his books. Does it mean that the glowstone seem dull all of a sudden? I've gone crazy. Whatever. Anyways, we're going to build a shrine to Raptor Jesus. So I need to think about what I want this to look like. I think we should put a raptor skeleton in the middle. I'm trying to build it in my head. I'm thinking raised wood, with then like a taller block in the middle. Drape some carpet over the top of that, because you can kind of do something like that. Have some candles, and then the skeleton in the middle. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we need wood. Wood. gallons of the stuff. Give them all that they can drink and it'll never be enough. So give them wood, wood, weird. Hold your breath because there's gonna be a flood. Let's just try this. I want a bit of a gap at the back. I think. I want this to be darker as well. I want it to stick out a little bit, you know. I think that might be one too far to the right. See how that's going to look. It's all the way across. Well, there's two in the middle, which just kind of work perfectly for what I've got in mind. So the idea being, nip over here, you walk through, under here, I don't know why I'm going to make this either, and at the end, central, I am going to move that raptor, there's this raised kind of pillar of wood, like so, and there'll be a skeleton sitting here. So let's see if we can do that. What I need to do is get some cloth. Cloth. So we need white wool, I guess. Is there a difference between... let's have a look at this. Is there a difference between light wool and grey wool? Wool and light wool. Light grey wool is substantially better for what I'm looking for, is the difference. Oh, I need to move that up again. Bugger. That's fine. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Okay. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I just need to put this up a bit more on that side. The idea being it's meant to look like a cloth kind of draped over the top of it. And what we're actually going to do is try to get some light grey wool carpet. Where's carpet when it's at home? Nope. Carpet. Oh, we need some light grey carpet. Lovely jubbly. That's the worst carpet I've ever seen. Carpet. There we go. And this just makes it look a little bit raised up, so it kind of... Can we do that again, mate? Oh, no. But it kind of looks a little bit more raised up, so it is kind of a cloth draped over the top, as opposed to just being, you know, white blocks as part of it. So we need some torches. Praise be to Raptor Jesus. Praise! And now we need a skeleton. So we need a fossil. Fossil. And it's not central, it's going to break my heart. But we'll see how it looks. And I can't put it on carpet. Of course I can't put it. Carpet is so annoying in this game. I'm just putting this out there. It's the most... Ah, right. That is the perfect positioning. I just need it to be a raptor. That's a T-Rex. That's a T-Rex. That's a plesiosaur. That's a plesiosaur. That looks like the Allosaurus to me. That's a Compy. It's an Ankylosaurus, plesiosaur, mosasaur, spinosaur, mosasaur, spinosaur. Compy or rat? I don't know. What I need to do, this will sound awful, I need to kill Dean and figure it out. I'm not sure how realistic they are size-wise. I think that last one, that last little dromsaurid looking thing was probably the right one. That. Now it looks silly there, so what we can do, and we did this in the last playthrough, is actually get some bone meal. Which probably is 2 words, I didn't realise that. Oh. Ow. I've lost all my skulls. I collected a few skulls and now I've lost them. Now I'm sad. Whatever. Okay, off. Right. Okay, so hopefully... Does this still work? It doesn't seem to work anymore. I swear this used to work. Couldn't you put bone meal on these things and make them bigger? Maybe it has to be in survival. Work, God damn you, work! Why is that not working? I'm sure that's how I did it. I'm pretty bloody sure that in the past, all you had to do was put down some bone meal. And you could do it. So, if that's not going to work, and I'm going to leave it for now so you guys can explain to me why it's not working, then what we'll do is we'll put the T-Rex there instead. And we'll say it's an offering. They killed the T-Rex's baby, that's why it's so angry, and gave it as an offering to the raptor god to make him control the T-Rex below the earth that is too big for them to handle. Something like that. There's the base of an idea there. Right, what we want is some glowstone and some sticks. I really need to just put sticks in this game. You know what I mean? Just like a stick. Obviously they got sticks, but I mean like, so I don't have to use fences to bloody is it fences I use or is it signs? No, it's definitely not signs. I think it's fences. At the moment you have to use these to build posts, and it'd be good if there's like an alternate way to do that. So let's try something like that. I'm not sure I'm enamored with it, but we'll make it look better. Just put the other one in. Meow. I can't tell if I hate them or not. I really can't decide. I either hate them or I like them. The floating fence is a little weird. It's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe instead of that, and this is actually a better idea because they look a little bit daft, is we'll put some glowstone. I mean, I think if I put it all the way along, it's going to be a bit much. But maybe it'll look awesome. Who knows? Who bloody knows? I love how bright it is. I just love the design of this stuff. It makes me incredibly happy. And then this side, the idea being it all leads you towards this amazing shrine that's just there to dedicate their lives to this raptor Jesus and the T-Rex god below ground. It's like a good god, old god, bad god kind of thing. And we'll have a little cultist room where people have tried to summon extra T-Rexes to smite the non-believers. I actually think this might look okay. It makes the shrine definitely pop out a little bit more and seem more important. I think the shrine could actually do with some work as well. I'm not in love with it. It might look better when there's an actual... And what we'll do... Yeah, screw it. I like the glowstone. I'm gonna keep the glowstone, I think. I just want this thing to... I want this thing to shimmer, you know? I want it to shimmer. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks really good. Really solidifies this area as like a big central point. We're going to try putting the T-Rex down instead and see what that works. I can always justify it. There's always ways for me to justify things. So, let's see what it looks like with an actual decent sized fossil in the same spot, you know? So it's that one, isn't it? Yeah, most sources. I still want it bigger, but it looks better. It's definitely an improvement. Let's make it nighttime. And then we're going to leave before we have a look, and we're going to pretend we are strangers to the north. This is now the north, and we're entering through here. What we could do with a door, actually. So while we're here, let's put some doors down. Kill. Okay, door there. Yeah. Okay, so... what I'd do is, you'd potentially have like guards stationed here somehow. I don't know how I'd put a guard into the game. Let's pretend you have. You live in the house. And you're one of the many villagers who live in the house because there's no other houses in the village, so we all have to live in one house. You have a little chill by the ocean. Have a look at down the pier because it's goddamn beautiful. Have a look at the exhibit, the monument to the world hole. And then you think, oh, I'm going to go pray to Raptor Jesus a little bit. So you walk through the doorway. You ignore the guard towers because they are for the guards. And you carry on walking and you think, oh, that's a fantastic looking castle. Whoever made that's a goddamn genius. And you walk forward. And you sneak through and, oh my god. Where am I? I like it. I think I like it. Do I like it or do I hate it? It's very hard for me to decide. I like the glowstone. The glowstone is staying. I think the shrine maybe needs a bit of a back to it to kind of... I think the skeleton is being lost against the white of Raptor Jesus, which is not a sentence I ever really thought I'd say. So what we're going to do is kind of build this up a little bit at the back to just like a circle behind. Goddamn rain! So like that, but not as rubbish, basically. What's the idea here? That might still not be enough. One more. One more. And put some there just to add a little bit of detailing. Yeah, that looks way better now. Way better. You can see how much more. Actually, I'm going to extend that up one more. But you can see how much the skeleton kind of sticks out, and you can still see like near enough all of Raptor Jesus. So I don't think it's a great loss in terms of. Is that going to block off? No, that's fine. That's definitely cooler. It looks like a shrine, like a proper little shrine. It needs more though. It needs more shriney stuff to make it. Well, look like a shrine, I guess. At the back here is where the. We're going to knock one of these out and put a trapdoor there. That's going to lead to the T-Rex. Maybe what we could do is have a different coloured carpet just to down the middle too. Or if we get some yellow, not that yellow because that's bloody yellow, but if we get some yellow, maybe this could be like a... I don't love that colour-wise. I like the red. It's not red enough. I wish it was a bit redder. Ideas. I don't really have any. I like it. I think it's quite cool. I think it works. Praise be the Raptor Jesus. Yeah, praise be the Raptor Jesus. Let's light this guy up a little bit more, maybe. I mean, the lights aren't really doing anything because there's so much glowstone knocking about. What we're going to do is knock these ones out, make it a little bit darker at the sides to try and really bring the focus into the middle. I love it, actually. I think it's really cool. I'm chuffed. I'm dead happy with that. It's not sad. I think it's good anyway. I do want to add a bit more to it. I want to add something just to make it stick out a little bit more, just stand out. I'm not thrilled with the way the white looks. I might actually make that a different colour. Not really sure what. It's pretty good. Maybe some different coloured wood to bring it up a little bit, but I don't know. Pretty happy with that. I need a way to put torches on the walls without it looking silly, so not just sitting there, although they may be okay, because these are kind of like medieval, quite cool looking torches anyway. So that might not actually be a big deal. We're going to get rid of the ones on the roof, because that's not really realistic. So I want Raptor Jesus' halo to be the only real light source in the higher echelons of the castle. And somebody give me a really good castle name, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was called. I'm gonna have to go back and check the previous video because you guys just keep coming out with great ideas, and I'm like, I can barely keep up with how many great ideas there have been. I'm not just blowing your horns right here, which isn't a sentence I ever really thought I'd say. Not really one I want to say again. I'm just saying you guys do come up with a lot of the ideas I implement into this playthrough. You really do. You guys. Get all this light. I think so. I really want it to be. I mean, it might not stay this dark. I'm just trying to bring some focus on the far end at the moment. Oops, it isn't. This will inevitably be lit up further, but I think with the other lights on, it does look better. Everybody with lights gone, I should say. So to end the episode, before we move on and ignore this little bit for just a couple of episodes, Let's go outside and once again pretend we're a random human. One sec, guys. Let's see if I can find iron. I don't know how this is going to look, but the idea I've got for... Bloody Nora. The only idea I've got for this right now is iron bars across it. And it may look awful, so I'd like to find out if it will. It may look awesome, though, so... Horrible things to put down, though. Horrible things. Let's do one more line and just get a good overview for what this is going to look like for me. I think they've gone blue. They're doing the thing that the glass has done and gone blue randomly from a distance, which is probably going to be a problem. So we may have to make this out of blocks somehow. Not really sure why we do that, but that is a problem we shall come to at a later time. I actually think that might look okay. It doesn't look blue either. I'm just thinking of pulling that all the way down, or making it... See, a drawbridge doesn't really make sense. I am considering a moat. It wouldn't really be a moat, but more like a waterway across the outside next to the wall, blocked off by a fence around the gardens, and then maybe putting a bit of a bridge here. Say like a 3-block thick one? I don't know. I actually think that might look okay if that's all the way down. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, you walk forward, la-di-da, having a grand old time. It's very dark in here, isn't it? And there he is, after Jesus. Tell you what, there's too much light. Oh, saved the screenshot completely by accident. If I can just... Oh, that doesn't... Apparently doors don't block light. That's okay. They will be darker anyway because eventually they'll have roofs on, so there won't be any of this natural light coming in from there. Let's make it nighttime though. That should fix that problem right now. Cool. There we go. Yeah, I actually much prefer this without the other lights in. Just so much more... I'm just going to let the music do its thing for a second. Chuffed. I think it looks great. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below, as per usual. And nice to see you lovely people in the next episode. Cheers. Much love. Bye-bye.